but I thought I'd come right to the conference and right to the expert. We've got Jonathan here. Say hi, Jonathan.
Hello, people.
Hi. Okay, so how do we make a perfect cup of Bulletproof coffee?
All right, first you got to start with some high quality coffee beans. And with Bulletproof, we test our coffee to make sure it's free from mold and toxins, which are going to rob you of cognitive function. And our coffee beans are full of these really beneficial polyphenol oils that feed the good bacteria in your stomach. So let's go ahead and start by getting some coffee in this blender, and we'll be rolling. All right.
Guys, this is a lot of coffee here.
All right, so I got 16 ounces in here. I'm going to make a large coffee. And we're going to start out with 1 tablespoon of butter.
And this is grass-fed butter, right?
Yeah, we're using 100% grass-fed, and it's important to use grass-fed butter because it's higher in omega-3 fatty acids as opposed to omega-6. And in the American diet and Western diet, we're just overdoing it on the omega-6, so we're more inflamed and stressed out. And there's much more nutrients and vitamins inside this butter. It tastes amazing, and it makes your coffee frothy and creamy. You're not going to have to add anything to it. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in here. And then personally, when I make my own coffee at home, I like to mix a little ghee in it as well. It gives it this really rich caramely flavor, but the butter gives it that frothy emulsion.
Can you explain what ghee is?
So ghee is butter from a grass-fed cow that we have heated up, and all the milk solids and proteins and sugars have floated to the surface, and then we skim those off. So when I first started drinking Bulletproof, I was very sensitive to dairy. I had a horrible allergy, and so I had to use ghee, which was clarified. So people aren't allergic to the fat, the butter fat that's in the butter. They're allergic to the milk, sugars, and protein. So by removing those from the butter, you'll be able to have a delicious cup of coffee that's not going to inflame or stress your body out.
Awesome.
Okay, so now we got the butter and the ghee. You know, my personal favorite combination. And then for a small coffee, we're just going to add a teaspoon of the brain octane oil to start out with. But once you become acclimated, you could add as much as you want. I personally like to go overboard because I'm so fat adapted and I've been drinking this coffee for so long. It's like filling up my gas tank. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3 tablespoons in here because I'm like crazy, right? The average person this will send them running to the restroom and they'll probably ruin their day, really clean them out. So, and then we throw it in the blender. And I like to blend it for at least 20 seconds on high to give it that really froth and emulsify everything. And if you were going to add any collagen protein to it, you would add that after you blend your oil and your butter because you don't want to damage the protein. It will change the consistency of the coffee as well. So let me get a cup and I'll get this poured out. Yeah, and so this is a perfect cup of Bulletproof coffee. And as you can probably tell, I think I've had about a pitcher today over here at the Bulletproof Conference, so enjoy.